I'm going to do a review of how I've set up my fishing kayak, the Aquaglide Blackfoot. And I'll go over some of the features of the Aquaglide Blackfoot before I get into the fishing setup. To start off with, there are 7 Scotty mounts. The Scotty mounts take a variety of fishing accessories, and you can look online to see what's available. There's 3 on each side, and there's 1 Scotty mount in the middle that kind of go where your legs sit. So a total of 7. The inflating and deflating is done with these really nice valves, and I found these to work out real well for getting the kayak blown up quickly and deflated quickly. There's 3 of these. There's 2 on each side, 1 on each air chamber there, and then 1 here for the hard bottom, the HB, which makes this bottom like a paddleboard stiffness wise. There's no flex to it, and I don't even have it blown up to maximum at this point, but you're able to stand up on the hard bottom, which makes paddling easier and it glides easier on the water. You also have 7 drain plugs. There's 3 on each side. There's 1 of them on that side. There's 1 over here on this side. There's 1 right here. There's 3 on that side also. And then there's 1 in the back, that black connector. What I typically do is tip my kayak up and just open up the black one and let the water come out that. There's 4 integrated handles, 1 on the front, 1 on the back, and 2 on the sides. Here's the side 2 right here. And that's nice. I can lift this up. The kayak is 13 feet long, weighs 38 pounds, and it's actually not too bad to lift up. I can lift up on both these handles. I kind of rest it on my head on the seat, and it's upside down. Makes it pretty easy to carry when it's inflated. Looking at the front of the kayak, you'll see another handle that's been integrated in. The splash guard is really a nice feature. You have some areas here where you can store stuff. I typically put a set of clothes up underneath here, so I'll have them in case I get wet. There's a plastic insert that goes along here with 2 Velcro straps. Keeps this up nicely. So that's a real nice feature. So looking at the seat in the Blackfoot, you have an air chamber that velcros to the bottom straps, and you can put air in this as much as you want or let some out for a softer feel. But that's nice. It lets you sit up higher in the kayak if you want to do casting. And there's a couple of chair modifications that I did, which I'll show you. The first modification I did is I used this flap. There's a little pocket back here on the seat. I used the flap for a fastener for a piece of PVC pipe, which curls up back here and holds the seat up in its highest position. There's a little bit of slop in here, and I basically have put some Velcro on a piece of PVC pipe. I take this and I fold it around. I tuck it underneath, and then I tighten that up just by winding that up, and then I slide this into position like this. Now the seat stays very tall. It fits me really nice. There are 2 fishing pole holders if you want to use those. It comes with some plastic inserts that you can put a fishing pole in if you want to do that. I've decided not to do that. And the second modification I did is to the base of the seat. There are 3 styrofoam inserts that get pretty hard as you're sitting on them for a while. There's a zipper on the side here. Here it is unzipped. And I've taken the styrofoam out and inserted a little blow-up pillow. This will cost you $3 or $4 at like Bed Bath & Beyond. But now you can blow this up as much as you want to and make this a very soft cushion, and it's terrific. I've used it for 2 years like that. I've taken the styrofoam here that ran all the way across. I've cut a section of it because this pillow doesn't sit the full width of the seat. So that just keeps this blow-up pillow in position, and I'll typically sit right here. This is a terrific modification to a pretty good seat. Will let you fish for hours being very comfortable. So you insert the pillow, blow it up a little bit, zip the zipper back up, and you're set to go. I can tell you this works out really good from 2 years fishing with the Aquaglide Chinook, which has the exact same seat. So what I did with the Scotty mounts, the 2 forward Scotty mounts, I have made a plate of 2" by 1/4" hardwood. I've drilled 2 holes in it, which will attach to the Scotty mount. I put some Velcro on. I cut a couple of slits in the wood so the Velcro will go underneath, and then this attaches right to the Scotty mount. So here you see the plate attached to a piece of 1" PVC pipe. I've screwed it in the Scotty mount, taken the Velcro and secured PVC pipe to the Scotty mount. And I've done this in 4 places. The first place, and this goes to the front Scotty mount. The same over here with that PVC pipe and this piece of PVC pipe. So that's done in 4 places. They're very close to each other, real simple to attach the Velcro. And then I've connected the 1" PVC pipe to a little A-frame. And the A-frame is 45-degree angle, it comes off a 90-degree bend up here. And this allows you to paddle unobstructed. It works out terrific. So you can paddle on each side. You will adjust the distance from the seat to this part by either moving the seat back and forth a little bit, or you could certainly adjust this distance if you made this a little longer by sliding this back and forth. This is set up for me right now, so I like this distance. And on the A-frame, so I've connected another piece of 1" PVC, just glued it to this piece. I have an air horn for safety in case I need it. I have some fishing line cutters. It's on a tether, so I can pull it off, let it go, not worry about it. I have a little tray here. I keep bobbers on, some weights. I put 4 little holes in the side of this tray so I can hang some spinners, put extra fishing hooks there without any problem. Have a thermometer just so I can tell what the temperature is on the lake. I keep a clock with me so I can get home on time. And I have a fish finder. The top of this is a rod holder which pivots 45 degrees in each direction. You can still paddle with no problem being 45 degrees, but it's stiff enough where you can stick it up at 70 degrees if you want to, or you can put it straight up if you want to, or in any angle it'll stay where you want it and let you paddle without being obstructed by hitting anything. There are several Scotty mount accessories for fishing and boating that you can look at online. If you don't like this setup, you can certainly construct something out of the Scotty mounts. But this whole setup cost me about $20, which was a pretty good way to go. And I'll go over to the other side now and show you what the other side looks like. I have some hemostats here, again on a tether, so I can take the hooks out of fish. I keep a little suntan lotion here, which works out nice. Going down, I have the same setup here, but on this side I have my sonar unit for my fish finder. Now this attaches in place with a little screw here, so it can't pull out. I have a slot cut in the PVC pipe to let it rotate down to 90 degrees like that. I can pull it up or down at the 90-degree point. If I want, I can undo this screw just far enough so that I can rotate this up higher if I want to get out on this side of the kayak. I'll often keep it in this position so I can get in or out on each side, and then rotate it back down in position, tighten up this screw, and again I can still rotate this down or up with no problem. I've connected another 1" piece of PVC pipe here to hold all the extra cable that comes with the fish finder. This pops off. I have 2 little slots set up for the screw head on the top and the bottom. These just slip on here like this and slides up and holds it in place very nicely. On the back of here, I have a little lithium polymer battery. It's a 1500 milliamp battery. This powers my fish finder. It's a 12-volt battery. My fish finder takes 100 milliamps, so it runs the fish finder for 15 hours. I've never had a problem with it going dead or anything like that. Fishing for 6 or 7 hours is no problem. So this is my fishing setup on the Blackfoot kayak. The Blackfoot has a hard bottom on it. This is an HB unit, hard bottom. This is like a paddle board, so you can stand up on this. I mean, this is really strong. So as my legs get tired, if I'm sitting down, I can stand up if I want to, and it would be just like a paddle board. There's ample room in here for camping equipment. You could put a tent in there, a sleeping bag, a stove, and I've actually packed up my Chinook with all the camping stuff I'd need for 3 days. And this is a 13-foot kayak, the Chinook's 10-foot, so I have 3 extra feet here to pack things. It comes with 1 seat, and it's kind of made for a spacious one-person fishing boat. So this is a great little boat. I haven't actually had it out on the water yet, but I'm looking forward to getting it out soon. The Chinook works so well, I'm looking forward to this one. There's also a ruler on the side, so you can measure the fish. It goes from 0 over here to 20 inches at that side. I wish they would have put this reversed, because if you're sitting back here, it's going to be very difficult to reach all the way up into the front and put your fish tail here or the head and measure how long it is. 0 back here and went this way, it would have been much easier to measure. And if they would have slid this back to, you know, this area and started 0, then it would have been a piece of cake. You just grab the fish, you lay it in here like this, measure it and see how long it is. But at least there's a ruler there. You can check the size of your fish when you get out of the kayak if you want to, very easily. I typically take my fishing net and attach it to one of these D-rings and just let it slide stay right here when I'm fishing, so I can get to it easily and not drop it in the water because it's attached to the D-ring, and that works out very well also. The kayak comes with this little cooler, Aquaglide cooler. It has several pockets that you can put things in. You can unzip this and keep sodas in here in the top. It's insulated, keep things cold. Another pocket here. There are 4 fish holders, 2 in the front. There's 2 in the back. So you could just stand fishing rods straight up when you're paddling out to your favorite spot. Here's another little area you can keep your fishing license in if you want to. But this is a nice little addition if you care to use something like this to take your lunch in and paddle out. And put sleeping bags, tents back here, cooler. Looking underneath where the fin attaches, here's the fin. So here's the fin in position. You put this through here as a little keeper to keep that fin in place. This adds great steering stability, and that's kind of how the fin looks. So that's my setup for the Aquaglide Blackfoot. If you have any comments or questions I could answer for you, put them on the YouTube comment link, and I'll try to check that often and get back to you on answers of how I set this up. This setup has worked out excellent on the Aquaglide Chinook. It's going to even work out better on the Blackfoot because of the hard bottom and smaller attachments here. You can look at the YouTube videos for the Chinook. I have 3 of them up there with different modifications I've made over time. But this setup works terrific. It's a lot of fun to fish and troll in these type of boats. 38 pounds again. I can lift this up, put it over my head. I could probably carry it 200 yards with some amount of ease, get down to a lake or a stream and go fishing. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching.